The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for the New Media Zone. With your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And a chance to win free movie tickets with the Poster Pairs game. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Hello and welcome to the New Media Zone. And Dave here, and Dave with you. Tonight we'll be looking at Charlie's Angels,
And The Lodge.
The Lodge, also the new DVD releases, and a chance to win free movie tickets with the Poster Pairs game. Now, if you're watching Polka Joe right now, you're still with us from Polka Joe, and you notice the screen is smaller, that you can't see all your polka folks dancing around there
Your polka
properly,
folks?
in proper aspect ratio. Then write to us at this. We're working on it. Polka Joe does not put his phone number at the end of his show. I think it's at the beginning. So if I can find that, I'm going to let Polka Joe know. I don't know if he's watching his show and seeing that the picture's a little smaller because Spectrum did something. And I called over there. We were squeezed at one point, which was even worse. And then the guy, I think he just puts the shows on. He doesn't know what's going on with the equipment. He put on a technician to talk to, and I was explaining that this is not what it's supposed to look like. And he said I should use my remote and zoom in the picture size. But I said, no, that's not my responsibility. You're supposed to be broadcasting in the proper ratio. So we're working on that. I think I'm contacting the New York, what is that oversees the cable?
I don't know. Is that the FTC?
Something. The
FCC?
commission.
FCC?
Not FCC, but the Public Works or something.
Okay.
New York State Public Works, and they're going to get on you. So maybe by this time we're in the proper ratio. Also, a couple of weeks ago, I was on the Ann Perillo show, we call it, but it's also Schenectady Today is the actual name.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be talking about that in a little bit after we do the films. But let's do the films.
Let's do the films,
first.
Ed.
That's what we do. That's what I was on Ann Perillo to promote, but I don't think I actually talked too much about
Talked a lot about a goat.
the goat. The goat threw me off. I'm not going to tell you about, I said, I got to talk about this goat on Ann Perillo, but I got to dance around it a little bit of what I actually wanted to say. So on this show, we're going to talk about the goat.
All right.
Charlie's Angels.
Oh, how exciting.
Director Elizabeth Banks
Ooh.
takes the helm as the next generation of fearless Charlie's Angels takes flight. In Banks' bold vision, Kristen Stewart, Naomi Scott, and Ella Balinska are working for the mysterious Charles Townsend, whose security and investigative agency has expanded internationally. With the world's smartest, bravest, and most highly trained women all over the globe, there are now teams of angels, guided by multiple Bosleys,
Oh, no.
taking on the toughest jobs everywhere. Rated PG-13 for action, violence, language, and some suggestive material.
So there's multiple Bosleys now.
I think she said that's like a title within the agency. The Bosley is the head of the certain ones. I know who. Is it Patrick Stewart is the Bosley?
I did see Patrick Stewart.
Or is she Bosley?
I have no idea.
Elizabeth Banks. I don't know.
I don't know. I saw Patrick Stewart in there. I saw Elizabeth Banks in there.
This one is very tall with the gap tooth there. This one.
Ooh.
I don't know who it is. If it's
Well,
Naomi or Ella.
Okay, because we know who Kristen Stewart is.
We know her. The other two we don't know really. And like I said, I hope they're not flying on wires in this one.
You never know.
I think Lucy Liu.
Lucy Liu. But yeah, this is going to be another one of those films I'll miss.
The soundtrack of all female artists.
Oh, that's fine.
Very female
It's
empowering.
yes, there's nothing wrong with that. I enjoy a good female film, Ed.
Now, the original Charlie's Angels, was it aimed at females, really? Because the angels had all the outfits on. But I think what it was is 1970s spank material. Is basically what Charlie's Angels, and now it's an empowering female thing with females working together and fighting the man out there.
Yeah, well, it's where we're going.
In the 70s, it was a lot of nipples. Which
Ed.
It was. That's what it was. That's why people tuned in. People forget, I think, that there were nipples on the screen, and there wasn't, you couldn't go on Pornhub in the 70s. I have to inform people. You forget what things were like in the 70s.
I don't. I remember.
Well,
I remember watching Charlie's Angels, and certainly not for the storyline.
Right.
I was watching to stare at some beautiful women.
Yeah.
And for an hour, that's what I got, and that was good.
And Kate Jackson.
And Kate Jackson.
I watch them now, though, and I do know she's attractive, but was not the one you were looking at then, really.
I watch it now. She's attractive.
But mainly
she
Farrah.
was in The Rookies, too.
Yes.
Which I liked.
And Dark Shadows, the later seasons.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But you were watching it mainly for Farrah Fawcett and maybe Jacqueline Smith a little bit.
Yeah.
She didn't have quite the nipple that...
No. Well, Farrah Fawcett was the sex bomb.
Right.
The sex symbol of Charlie's Angels. And then she left after what? Was it 1 year?
One season, that was it.
Then you got the Cheryl Ladd, right?
Cheryl Ladd came in, and she was a good replacement.
Yeah.
And, then it kind of Tanya Roberts and
Tanya Roberts
Shelley
probably.
Hack.
Yeah, I mean, at the time, I don't think Tanya Roberts could act herself out of a paper bag, but she has grown into an actress over years.
Yes.
And then she also, was she Sheena?
Sheena.
Oh, yes.
That was like a PG-rated kids kind of
Yes.
Tarzan, and yet she was topless in many scenes, standing there, because she was a natural, out in the jungle. She didn't mind talking to the hero topless.
No.
These were the fun things we had in the 70s and 80s. Now you have Pornhub, and any kid, can get on there for a few minutes and learn all about life, and then get off before the parents see him.
Few minutes.
So to speak.
Few minutes.
All right.
That's how I'm spending my retirement.
Oh, my.
Oh, The Lodge.
Oh, The Lodge. Ooh, this is a spooky one.
Ooh,
From
Hammer. Oh, Hammer's back.
Hammer.
Starring Riley Keough, Jaden Martell, and Alicia Silverstone. In this psychologically chilling slow burn. A young woman and her reticent new stepchildren find themselves isolated in the family's remote winter cabin, locked away to dredge up the mysteries of her dark past and the losses that seem to haunt them all. Rated R for disturbing violence, some bloody images, language, and brief nudity. Yes, that's all I can say about it is, I have no idea.
Yeah, every now and then Hammer sneaks out with a film. Been a couple good ones. This one, at least from the things I'm seeing pop up, has got some good buzz.
Oh, does it? Because it's a slow burn.
It's a
apparently.
slow burn. That means, the people today might think it's boring. That's what they're saying.
Ah.
But,
So in other words, you're saying relax, be patient.
Yeah.
It gets to the point we need it to get to. It just takes some time. We're developing a story here, folks.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a little time. Do you remember Burnt Offerings?
I do. Was that around 75?
Yes, 5 or 6. That was like an hour and 40-minute burn.
Oh.
Until the last couple of seconds where it
Now, who
got
was in
exciting.
that? Karen Black? Was Oliver Reed in that?
Yeah. Remember he went flying out of the window at the end. And
yes.
a very bloody face in the window. But for the previous, hour 40 before that, it was what they called a slow burn.
Oh. I liked Oliver Reed. What a fine actor.
Yeah, and of course, the werewolf. And,
Curse of the Werewolf, Gladiator, which he died during filming, and they had to CGI him in a little bit here and there. But one of those fine British actors, Hard Drinking Man. hard drinking.
Right.
That led to his, as Robert Shaw would say, his demise.
Jeez. That led to Robert Shaw's demise.
His demise was very early as well. Much younger, I think, than who were we just talking about? Oliver Reed.
Oliver Reed. It was only a couple of years after Jaws.
Yeah, I think he was in his early to mid 50s. And then Oliver Reed was like 62, 63. But there you go. Oh, are we going right into the release?
I was letting it run till we got there, but that's okay.
All right.
You
You got anything to add there? You want to talk about your Schenectady Today?
After the DVD releases.
Right. Let's do the DVD releases.
As long as they're right here.
Let's see what's coming out for you, the people, to watch.
I don't think we're going to see Fang Boner or whatever it was from a couple of weeks ago.
Okay. Never. You know, I hate to say this. I never really got into this show.
No, you would think so. They're nerds and they talk about comics and things a lot, but it turned me off from the one episode I saw. And then the only time I ever saw it again, it was the same episode. So I'm assuming they did more than that would fit in this big box here.
I don't know how many years it was. 12, 13, something like that?
Yeah, a lot of seasons. Maybe the next one we can tell. This is the complete series on Blu-ray.
I've seen a handful of these episodes. Some were, humorous. I guess it takes time. You got to really know the characters. But I just found the Jim Parsons character just mean.
Was he mean?
He was mean and cruel, even though he didn't know he was.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But it just, I don't know. It was okay, but not enough to make me stay with it. Not enough to pull me in.
Yeah, it didn't pull me in, other than that one that kept popping up.
What's happening, Ed? You're moving at a slope. Ooh, look at that.
Oh, that's the complete series there, in the lovely packaging. Look at there's a pop-up thing.
Wow, that you want to proudly display.
Yeah.
In your man cave.
That ever shows up at Big Lots, maybe I'll get it, or Ollie's.
Or Ollie's.
Let's see, they do have the single, in case you've been collecting them all along, the 12th.
Oh, 12, okay.
And final season. So long, folks.
All right.
There they go.
And then for 5 years from now, we're going to have the reboot, like they've been rebooting every other show. Oh, here, you want to talk about this one.
Yeah, The Pretenders. This is one of those local films. We kind of didn't do well this year with the locally produced films like The Dead Don't Die. Here we have, apparently they shot at the Palace Theater. Unfortunately, because of, I like James Franco, but he was a naughty boy, apparently.
Yes, he's been caught in that Me Too movement.
Right.
So, yeah, he's lumped in with everyone else now, the pariahs of the industry.
And I guess they were sticking their toe in the water. This was only seen in this area at the Palace for a one-night premiere, in quotes. And then the next thing I know, it's on the DVD releases, and DVD only, by the way.
Oh, not even a Blu-ray or a 4K or a digital download or whatever?
They are doing the bare minimum with this. And the poor Palace Theater, oh, come on, film at our, theater, and, we'll get some publicity. And there's the Palace Theater on half of the poster, but right under the offender there.
Right.
So now they're tied in with James Franco and the Me Too movement. Lovely photo of the Palace Theater, though.
It is a lovely theater as well. But I'm wondering, was this, you know how slow it is to make movies and in development and all this. Was the arrangement made prior to him being named as part of the, the sexual harassment?
Oh yeah, the Palace wouldn't have agreed, I don't think. This was a while ago. So apparently, I wonder if the same person that did this poster did the
Pines.
The Pines, because that one it was the people on top, and it was the Trustco Bank.
Yes.
On the bottom, and then soon after that movie, the Trustco Bank was getting hit every other week. I guess the film gave people ideas. They were knocking off the.
Is that Dennis Quaid in this too?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's in there.
Oh, look at this.
This is the Godzilla collection.
With quite possibly the worst artist rendition for a cover.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they were thinking here.
It's almost Pokemon-ish.
Yeah, it's Japanese art, I guess.
And this is what films? Just the Japanese-made films?
This is the original Godzilla through 1975. That's a certain era.
So that would be like Destroy All Monsters.
Yeah.
Would Monster Zero be in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Destroy All Monsters. Is that the one with the Monster Island?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the one I think I saw at Proctor's Theater when we were kids. You remember they would promote movies down there on Saturday morning cartoons?
Yep.
To get the kids to I guess they got suckered me in one time. That's the only one I remember going to. But they've been showing these on TCM through October. He was the monster of the month. And they're showing the Japanese versions, not the dubbed ones.
Oh, so what are they doing? Subtitles?
Yeah.
The Phantom Creeps with Bela Lugosi.
I think this may have been a serial.
I don't recall this, to be honest with you. I'm usually up on my Boris Karloff, Peter Lorre, Bela Lugosi creations, but this one I'm not aware of.
I think it may have been a serial originally with that robot or whatever it was. I remember seeing. And famous monsters, perhaps.
Red Rider in 15 chapters. Here's your serial ad with Buck Jones.
Yeah, normally I wouldn't have thrown this in, but this is the Red Rider you hear about every Christmas, where the kid is looking for the Red Rider BB gun. This is where it came from, the Red Rider cereals and the Ovaltine.
Ovaltine.
Have you ever seen Christmas Story?
Nope.
No. Okay.
All
right.
Don't plan to either.
Oh my God, you got to see it once,
no.
don't you? Now that you're retired.
I've seen segments of it with the when the box gets delivered and he says it must be Italian, fragile, and it's the leg lamp that he puts prominently in the window. And then I saw the ending when they're doing the inappropriate fa ra 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 song.
Yeah, that's going to be cut out any day now. I have a feeling you can't do that anymore. Yeah, you should watch that. That's a good film. Yeah. Of course, I recommended Young Frankenstein, and you didn't.
No.
You did watch it.
I did watch it painfully.
Oh my God!
Just didn't appeal to me. I don't know.
Well, all these things will happen.
The best part was just the putting on the Ritz part. That was it. When he yells it out.
That's a good one.
But that's it.
That's it, though.
I didn't even like the roll in the hay.
What knockers? Well, thank you, Doctor. What a Schwanstecker. All these classic lines, but you didn't enjoy it.
A couple of them were okay. But a line here or there does not make an entire film. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, it's your choice.
Thank you.
Some things you like. I recommended it, so I'm not going to recommend the Christmas
Story.
You
can keep recommending films.
Yeah.
I will make my decision as to whether I'll watch them.
I did let you know about the numerous new I Spit on Your Grave films.
Well, I saw the first one. I don't know how I was typing something in, and I think that came up because it was one of the first letters I typed in an I, and then that came up.
Oh.
I said, I have to watch that. So I watched it, and then I didn't see that there was a 2 and 3 right away, and then you had mentioned that, and I'm like, ooh, I might as well continue.
It's all the same thing.
It's pretty much the same, yes. It's just the second one was just awful.
Huh.
I mean, listen, I get it. You're naked, you're tied up, you're getting, abused. You're going to scream. But she had the most annoying scream.
Oh, my Lord.
And the sound she was making was just awful. The first one, I was actually not bad.
Was the first girl in the second or third ones?
The first girl, the female in the first film was in the third.
Oh, okay.
And there was a different one in the second.
Mm-hmm. And then there was a fourth one.
What?
With the actual actress Camille Keaton from the
original.
One.
When there was a fourth, did not come up.
Yeah, I don't know if that went through on my wacky phone, but there is a fourth one.
Wow.
That she was in, and that girl from the first one, I think.
Oh.
So there's another one. Where'd you find these? On Netflix? Or
I don't know. I think it may have been
Hulu?
It might have been Netflix. I'm not sure.
Yeah, lots of fun. Now, I was talking about Aunt Perillo.
Yes, you were, Ed.
That I was on.
You were.
Schenectady Today. And it's interesting. I did not see the new studio, which was downstairs, where there was colored backdrops and a TV and everything. They moved upstairs into a small theater. Mm-hmm. So you're it's a small black box theater, and there's seats out there. And there's 5 guests. And then some of the guest segments have multiple people in them, and barnyard animals, I found. So you go in there, she's got 2 helpers. You sign in, make sure everything's set, and Zeb, who runs the studio, was there. The girl, Katie, who I send the show to at Schenectady, I saw her, and then Ann. And then there's another camera guy, and he's taking pictures. So she's got a ton of people working here. You see who we have working here, Dave?
Yes, Mr. Bones and a plastic Frankenstein.
Mr. Bones. She does have a electrical countdown digital thing going over here. We have a 70s clock over here. And I'll have to get a shot of what we're seeing. I did take a quick video down at the Ann studio as she was cleaning up the goat droppings that had just been. There was a goat down there.
There was a goat.
Now, I knew it was a yoga and a goat segment, so I thought the girls were going to do yoga and then pet the goat to relax. This is what it said in the write-up on them. I did not know as I was sitting there that the girl was going to get down on all 4s.
Oh, dear.
And I tried to, I said, I have to mention this, but I can't say what I'm seeing here. The girl is on all 4s, and the goat is behind. And she says, this is a thing, apparently. The goats get on the girls.
They mount them?
On top of the girls, and they do yoga, and I guess the goats like to climb, and I guess that helps your yoga. All I could see was this goat behind the girl trying to get up there. And he looks like he's trying to mount the woman. And I'm seeing this, and I caught it on camera. And then the goat is on top of her walking around, and I'm just looking at it. I said, this is banned in Germany. That's what I actually said on the show. I couldn't say, I wanted to say, I didn't know I was going to come here and see a goat mount a woman at 10 in the morning, but that's what I was seeing there. And, but people are doing this. It's a thing.
It's that that hot yoga.
Yeah.
I guess that's like done in a sauna, like sauna temperatures. It can't smell good in there.
No.
When people are just dripping with sweat, and I'm sure it's good for getting your system in cleanse, but that can't be good. And then you have a goat. I mean, are they going to have goat yoga now? It's going to smell like poo.
Goat hot yoga.
Oh, the goats will die. You can't do that to the poor goat.
I don't see how they can allow that. They got hooves, and I think they got a little horn. If somebody falls off of there and there's hoofs going, they're going to take an eye out or something.
We got to contact PETA.
I don't know if this is good.
PETA has to know about this.
So that was on, and that threw me off. I think I don't even think I talked about this show. I was talking about that and then the studio.
Yeah.
And 2 girls came in, 18 or 20. They weren't on the show. I think they were there with somebody, and they were texting during the whole segment. There's a couple of dry segments on there. You got 5 guests.
So cut down the guests, for God's sake. Do 4.
Should. So I got up there. I'm trying to do something. I'm looking at the camera, and I'm trying to liven things up. I saw the girls got off their phones. They were actually watching me, and then they were trying to see the clip of the show over here. Yeah. So I was live, and the camera guy was laughing. So apparently what I was doing was entertaining. I haven't even actually watched it yet, but you said
I did see it.
It was an entertaining segment, right?
Yeah.
You missed the goat, though.
I missed the goat.
Did you see the picture of the goat?
I did see the picture of the goat, and it did look questionable.
Right.
That's all I'm going to say.
And unfortunately, the goat did poop before the show, because that's always interesting to have. It happened actually during the show.
Yes, it's so good to see fecal matter pouring out of an animal.
So it was a lot of fun, and we'll try and get both of us on. I said beginning of the year because she's booked ahead.
Okay.
But it was fun to watch.
But I will demand at least 13 minutes for our segment.
Right. I think we need a longer segment. when you get stars of our magnitude coming down. But it only took 20 minutes to get there from here, where we are. So it was very quick in the morning, 10 o'clock, and a lot of fun. But although the guests they got right out of there when their segment was done. And that's what I did, because I thought that's what you did. But I guess I could have sat there for the rest of the show.
Right.
Next time, though.
All right.
The game.
Game. It's the game, the poster pairs game, where I still don't know which camera I'm looking at. I guess I'll look at this one.
You look at this one.
For the game?
For the close-up, yeah.
Oh, I thought I was. That's just for me. Okay. It's poster pairs game where you send in 2 numbers from 1 to 6 via email, and we select your entry, review what's behind. If they match, you win 2 free movie passes. If you rate Spin the Wheel after matching, you get a chance to win 6. So let's go. Why don't you pick it this time, Ed?
Yeah, I guess I should do the picking now. I shake them up.
And then you usually say, get a good one.
Get a good one, and we get one out.
There you go. And it is?
Yeah, I don't usually announce them.
Yeah, do it.
This is exciting. Pamela Barra Harder, 1 and 6.
Okay, here
and
we go.
still from the producer's handwriting, because we kept them all
We have
in.
to keep them. We have to keep them.
So they are in there.
Ooh, I think there's no chance.
Oh, no.
Boy, we're really holding on to these passes. We just can't seem to get rid of them. Which is good, people, because that's the longer we play the game.
Yeah, because we're on fixed incomes now. Both of us.
That's okay. I can buy the tickets, Ed.
Yeah, we can.
Uh-oh.
Well, that'll have to be tightened up.
Wow.
All
right, but anyway, you see what it is, right?
Yes, in between shows.
All right, folks. There you go. If you want to enter this game, again, which one am I looking at?
Oh, now, yeah, right there. The only time we're over here is when you're on the board, really.
Okay, so I'm over here. I'm doing this show for
Ant's got 3 cameras. We have 4.
Wow. But you don't really look at the cameras in her show. Anyway. No, well, you're talking to her.
Yeah, that's why I broke the 4th wall.
You did.
I was going and talking to the folks. Hey, do you know what's going on down here?
All right, folks, you want to enter this game. We still have another show to do, don't we?
One more, yes.
It's the poster pairs game. Send in 2 numbers from 1 to 6 to MediaZone95@gmail.com. That's MediaZone95@gmail.com. We're probably showing a giant King Kong right now. Right?
I told you last time, it's the address right under you.
Oh, it's under me. I said, well, I don't pay attention. MediaZone95@gmail.com. 2 numbers from 1 to 6. We select your entry, reveal what's behind the numbers. If they match, you win 2 free movie passes. If you're right, spin the wheel. After winning that, you could possibly win 6 tickets.
Yeah, I can rework Kong because
you don't have to. I just want to know. So it's just the thing under me. Okay, that's good.
I was going to rework him because he was in front of a green screen. So I was going to either put him in here maybe, or I can put him in.
Why don't you put the Empire State Building behind?
I could do that. A lot of fun with Kong.
Because we're retired, we can do whatever we want.
That's right.
Although I've been expecting some texts from you. Hey, I'm going to a movie. Want to go? Nothing. 2 months. Month and a half. 2 months. I'm out. Nothing.
I saw it.
I don't want to see that.
Like a couple days after he retired, I knew you weren't going to get the first one in.
Right.
I think I may have seen Rambo. I knew there was no way you were going to go to that, or would you have gone to that?
That was possible. That had a better chance than it.
Okay. And after that, I haven't been.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been. I wasn't really feeling that Joker too much.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
And I'm wait on the reviews on Dr. Sleep, and then I think the next one is Star Wars, and I know you're not going to that.
Maybe I'll go see the Mr. Rogers movie.
Yeah, that's coming out next week.
Yeah, we're doing that next week.
One. Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see. And then Frozen 2 is next week.
Right, so Frozen 2 and A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. I'll have to sing along to that. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Get your hiney checked.
Okay.
Get your hiney checked.
We'll see you next time, boys and girls.
The New Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.